Hey everybody, Justin Worden here, and you're watching What's New in Electronics. We're on the floor of SMTA Guadalajara 2025. I'm with my good friend Brian Watson from Hyrel Technology. How you doing, Brian?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Oh man, it is always a pleasure when you and I get to sit down. We'll probably have a little fun. We might make some people mad, but let's just see what happens.
Let's see what happens.
All right, well let's just start with Hyrel. What do you guys got going on? What's new?
So the exciting things that we're doing right now are a couple things, right? We continue to advance our VersaCell system from the robotic side of doing retinning gold mitigation to now we've added BGA reballing to the other side. So we've advanced like our process technology, being able to deliver best process for the part, which is really about what our robotics are. And we just completed this summer our ninth class of interns, including a young man that's a grad student, ASU in automation and robotics. And we were able to develop our own front-end GUI this summer. Very simply driven, either joysticks, slide bars, and
all right,
no
Brian,
complications.
hold on, time out. You know I gotta make this a 5-minute video. You just rolled through some technology advancements into your internships, and I want some more details on each of them. So I'm gonna go back to the internship because that is something that is a pain point for almost every manufacturer in Mexico, USA, Canada, and probably other parts of the world too.
It doesn't need to be.
But we just don't have enough people coming out of school with the education to fill those spots. So let's talk about what you're doing, because I know at Hyrel you have a very creative take on how to use internships.
Oh, we absolutely do. So our program started about 2.5 years ago, and we pegged it off of the economic development in the city of Peoria, which led us into the CTE coordinators in Peoria Unified School District, which is 5 high schools, 17,000 kids, okay? We pulled 3 rock stars for our first class, right? And including one of our rock stars who's still with us, helped assist in the build of our robotic system for one of our customers this summer, and so we see, we're starting our 10th class. Okay, so we've touched over 30 kids' lives, from high school to college to wherever, right? I've got a component engineer working for Rick down at Raytheon now. Wow. And these things, they're a pain point for the companies to start because you actually have to put in the time, effort, you have to go find the people, right? And then you have to engage them and realize that your first class probably won't be a stunning success, right? It all depends on what kind of kids you're getting.
Well, one thing that I want to focus on is so many people took a look at the workforce development and they look at it from a global perspective or even a national perspective. And honestly, what you're doing over there in Peoria is different than what we're doing over in Austin, Texas.
Yes.
The schools are different, the people are different. And it's very interesting too that what I heard you say is you went down to the high schools. A lot of these development programs or workforce development programs want to focus on the trade schools.
Trade schools, junior colleges.
Yeah, but they've kind of already decided what they want to do.
Right.
You're getting them excited in high school, and that's probably why they're panning out.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, they come to us basically as sponges, right? We've got half a dozen 3D printers. We've got all kinds of different projects that they can go work on. We allow the kids to fail, right? We create an environment. It's like, okay, we're going to give you some guidance. Go figure it out. Right, and we'll learn from that, and from that, it's just, we gain kids that actually like doing tinning, like doing BGA reballing. When was the last time you had an 18-year-old kid say, "Man, I really want to do this today"?
I didn't know what I wanted to do any day when I was 18, but let's transition a little bit. I don't want to share all your workforce development secrets because I think you have a lot of good in a platform that you're going to be sharing those ideas elsewhere.
Yes.
But let's transfer into something you said at the very beginning of the interview. You mentioned a little bit about lead times.
Yes.
And as someone that has sold capital equipment for a long time, I know the lead time usually means plus or minus 4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy, and I'm going to call out all my competitors today, right?
You don't have to name names.
Okay, that's fine.
You call them out.
There's only 4 of them, okay? So the 4 of you know who you are, all right? We are, right, and before I left my previous company, that was one of the 4, and started this company, we are the last people to touch your parts before you could do a damn thing with them, period, right? Yes, so when you consider that, okay, it's our job as a company and competitor to do the best lead times we can, right? 3 weeks or 21 days or 6 to 8 weeks or 10 to 16 weeks or, for one of the big 5, right, you get 100 parts and you only ship 27 back and you say, oh, well. right? These are the things that within our industry, our competitors are complacent. We're doing lead times in 1 to 3 days, maybe 3 to 5 days. And I'm talking quantity, right? Because our robotics are the best in the world. We're cycling parts at anywhere from 6 to 12 seconds, and that's 1 to 2 parts. So we could take the old Corfin systems, we could take the old RPS systems and the ACE systems, which are the ones that are out there, right? They are 3 to 6 minutes. And even if you're doing a dozen parts at a time, it doesn't take long that I'm hitting the first dozen in under a minute, right?
Yeah. Well, I think we need to end it right there. That is a bold claim. He's going to back it up. Brian Watson, Hyrel Technologies. What's the best website they can find you at?
www.hyrel.tech.
Ooh, that sounds like a commercial. Good job, man.
There you go. Thanks.